Good morning, a beautiful day. Good night. We just about to catch sunrise. Slept on the beach last night, and lucky it's empty. Very lucky for it to be empty. Now, this beach I used to live on 10 years ago. I lived on this beach for about 3 months. About 10 years ago. It was freaking awesome. I had a bigger dog than this one. Yeah. I had a Scooby. He was a Cane Corso cross, I reckon. I don't think he was a full breed Cane Corso. But other people claimed he was a Cane Corso. We found a big surfboard in the recycling bins, and we used to paddle out with that and have a bit of fun. So this morning we've been woken up by trains. They run behind us, beyond that fence there. We've been watching boats disappearing into the horizon. We've been watching stars and planets disappear as the daylight redness reaches the blues. looks like we might see a big cruise liner coming into port. They're out there. I wonder what they're doing. Maybe they just dropped anchor for the night. We seen a cargo ship being pulled out by the assistant boats as well. During the summer when we used to come here, there was a Polish fella camped down there, and every time we arrived to the beach, every time we arrived here, he used to come to us like a fucking mosquito, and he wouldn't leave us alone. And I never felt comfortable staying here. But now that it's empty, it's like, yeah, comfort at last. But then I can't help but think, what happened to that fellow? I mean, he did say he was on the run. And, yeah, maybe he got lifted by the police. He was complaining about the closure of the homeless food service behind us in the village here. So I told him about all the richer places that I'd seen where there's endless amounts of assistance for homeless people. I don't drink out of the pee bottle. Gandalf, top of the morning. I can't read. Getting on it. Good morning, getting on it. Happy days. I swear down now, my eyesight's getting worse since playing with mobile phones. This last year, I think, I've recognized, whoa man, I can't see the screen anymore. I never had issues seeing the screen. Small stuff, big stuff. But now I find myself moving the phone away. Joko, Copwatch, good to see you, bro. Yo. Good morning. Roland Hess. Wow, nice. Nice peoples. To use the phone battery wisely, I've not been doing so many StreamYards. I've been mostly doing the YouTube live streams. It uses half the battery power on the phones. It's not as sociable as the StreamYard. Right. Let's focus in on there. We got a big cruise liner coming in. That's a cruise liner with that blue light. that's coming around the outside of the harbour at the moment. So eventually we'll see it come to this point here, and then it will come in this side and go through there. Or maybe it will just tie up more up along here. A bit of, a big fluffy dog. Yeah. Muck Muck Grizzles under the sleeping bag. So as many of you are aware, I used to chase the sunrise and sunsets. I suppose it's a bit easier now because I'm on the coast. I don't have to climb mountains unless I want to. And there are a couple of mountains I want to do sunrise from. But what do you call it? I've been I was very distracted for the last long time. You know, like living under trees in a valley on the road. I mean, my sleep hours are so like around the place at the moment. I tried to sleep during the day to stop wandering around in the heat. And charging the phone wasn't of such an importance. You know, sleep was more important, and protecting the phone by not having it on display charging. So now it is the cooler days are coming, and the colder nights are here for sure. The colder starts. I can feel this morning it's like fresh on my hands, and if I get out of my sleeping bag, it's fresh. And see grizzles under the blanket, it's definitely got to be fresh. We'll be able to sit out in the sunshine and stick our solar panel on charged phone. I don't need to get it out for another hour and a half before the sun's up in the sky. About 7:25 today, the sunrise. An hour earlier than last week. Europe had our clocks put backwards an hour last week on Sunday, Saturday night, Sunday morning. So for people who's in parts of Canada and Americas where there was 6 hour difference between us, now there's only 5 hour difference. So you can see that cruise ship moving across the screen slowly. How's everyone doing? Top of the morning, libertarian minded. Now I've got a feeling the sun's going to rise approximately behind that building. Yeah. Not just because I see like the light difference, and then I split it in half, and it's about there. And then I see the brightest, the whitest. Like I see the reds disappearing now. It's more oranges. But yeah, I see the white just behind that building. So I reckon that's where the sun's rising from. Where you been, Dando? Where you been, buddy? Sorry, looking at me environment. I can see much more than you guys. You get me, yeah? I can see much more than you guys. For me, my head might be watching a cat because there's a lot of stray cats around here. And unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to do horizontal viewings using YouTube streams. It keeps telling me I've got to turn my phone up vertical. Yeah, I know there's like a month difference in there from when America's and Canada's turned their clocks back winter time. That's pretty smart. I'm using a pencil, a builder's pencil, carpenter's pencil. Um, it's one of those flat ones for me propping up the mobile. Now I can open my bottle of water and have a drink, maybe roll a cigarette, because those are the things we like to do when we talk a lot. We like to smoke and drink. Wow, that water's like it came from the fridge. That's nice, that is. Attraction. Hello. Who's this attraction? Never seen them before. I can't go in. I can't go to their channel either. Good morning. Welcome to sunny Spain. As we sit and watch the sunrise, birds taking flight in their masses. Don't know if you can see them, but we got a flock of birds hovering around just here. Maybe about 30, 40 birds, maybe even 50 now. The last stars There's one over there above where the sun going rising from. And there's one straight up there. I don't see any more. There's an airplane. Just taking off above the harbour. Yeah, lots to be looking at. What you call it? Attractions. I'll sub up when I can access your channel. Doing a live stream, I don't want to get cut off. And yeah, normally when I go and switch over to YouTube and do things there, I get cut off unless I'm on live stream. Or StreamYarding. When it's StreamYarding, I've got a bit more time to flip over to YouTube. So I'll wait until the comments are the live chat's available. When the live stream's finished, I'll have to wait a few hours, and I'll return to the live chat and seek you out and check out your channel for sure. Now, I must warn you, I don't get much opportunities to catch up on everybody's content for lack of technology and lack of electricity. And that's the life choice that I make. Yeah, I don't have a PC because what would I do with one? Living out of a rucksack. You get me? Yeah. Sleeping under the 5 million star hotel. What's that? We got a Tom in the house. Yo, good morning, Tom. Good to see you. There's a chef in the house. The chef is here. Wow. Top of the morning, chef. There seems to be a lot of airplanes taking off in the mornings. Yeah, there's another one already. Do you reckon Attractions is a channel builder who wants to build their channel? What's your channel about, Attractions? What do you do with your channel for it to be so important for everybody to... What happened there? Oh dear, my sleeping bag. That was my sleeping bag, Tom. I didn't do that. That was me sleeping bag. No bugger. How can we time out Tom? It's only 300 seconds, but how can we untime him out? Bugger now. Right, this. Oh, I can't do it. Sorry, Tom. My sleeping bag bounced off the screen and timed you out. I was trying to pin you up against this so I can have my hands. So there. Oh bugger. 300 minutes. 300 seconds. That's like 5-6 minutes, isn't it? Oh bugger. Buen día. Hola. Bueno, we're going fishing. Pescadores. We just had a couple of fishermen walking past, and it's woken him up. That's what you can expect when you set camp on a fucking footpath. But it's not a footpath. Yeah, it's a sand dune. So, well, there's plenty of room to walk past. It's happy days. Tom, we apologize. We were trying to pin you up on the pencil, but the pencil was here. Yeah, prodded into the ground. And my sleeping bag flipped over and I touched the screen and I did things. And when I seen what I was doing, it was too late. I do apologize. Well, obviously, Tom, that account has been in there before because it's got a spanner. You get me? Right, now I get to see. Right, this cruise ship's arrived. Yeah, look, see it? It's arrived to that point. Now I get to see what that machine's all about. Right, that's not happy doing that, so we'll try somewhere else. Oh, that cruise ship's coming further into the harbor. So it doesn't use that machine. Or whatever that is on the end there. I haven't got a clue what that thing is on the end. I thought it might have been fancy walkways that, like reach out to the cruise ships as cruise ships come in. I thought maybe they're like heat sensors and motion sensors. And now I'm starting to think it's just a fucking decoration. Yay, we got an airplane. Alright, what messages have I missed? The chef's off to the land of Nod. Happy days, chef. Get your head down, buddy. Get your head down. go plump that pillow. See how far that cruise ship's got now? Not very. It's going in there extremely slowly. I mean, in all fairness, bit of a dickhead of a captain, don't you think? I mean, wouldn't you like to be out at sea for the sunrise? I mean, like, coming inland just at sunrise? I mean, like, what a dickhead of a captain. Screw you, you bollocks. You just ruined my morning. That's what I'd be like. Now gotta go through all the friggin' checkpoints and, getting taxis or buses. Wait for the yits or the bicycles to turn up. And then go and find breakfast somewhere in the city. That's what they do when they get off that boat. Wait for the shops to open. And the odd thing is you'll be hard stuck getting a cup of coffee this hour. Yeah, look, these birds that have been decorating the sky for the last hour. We'll get to see them now. Night, a beautiful day. Cheers for joining. I guess the sunrise is, like a sign, quick, to bed. Oh, click on him and time him out for 5 seconds and it'll bring him back quicker. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. We'll have to do that if anything like that happens again. Thanks, Chef. Yep, that's a dead sea today. Dead calm. But you'd still get wet if you went in it. We were in there last night and that's what got us a bit colder, I guess. But like I dried off and then walked up to the supermarket and got a bit of supplies. That's a good thing about this beach in comparison to the beach down the other end that we go to. This is reasonably decent shopping up behind us in the town. Except on Sundays. I can see the sun rising over behind that building now. If we zoom in, we look through the porchways of the constructions there, and we can see the actual red of the sun coming up. Or I can. I don't think you can see it when I'm focusing in. So we'll go back to reading the messages we got to the chefs. Where are you now then? Still Alicante, Tom. You know, when we arrived there, my feet, underneath my feet, were all fucking blistered and, like, yeah, really bad, blistered. Um, yeah, it's stuck around the heel. And, like, stupidly wearing the shoes that I had into water, they changed form and started eating me. And so then I got sores on the tops of my feet, and they're still in the healing. And the tops of the feet are worse than the sole of your feet, because with the tops of your feet, most shoes are touching that same area, you know, and walking around, yeah, they don't seem to heal, like that friction just continues. And so, like having to take it easier than easier, like, because they're not healing, they've been getting worse. I've had to spend out on alcohol and plasters and iodine and oxygenized water for the cleaning and the encourage them to heal or stay clean at least. There's a little walking that we do. You get me? I mean, from here to the to where we slept last night was 5,000 steps. So the step maker says. The step maker said I see the first sunrise. Yeah, the first sunlight is coming right through there. You see that? I told you it'd be coming up behind that building, didn't I? Didn't I say it was coming up behind that building? Exactly, we got another one. Living by the seaside, very expensive. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. If you want to be getting involved in what goes on around the seaside, then yes, it can be very expensive. Living from the supermarkets, it don't matter where you go in Spain, these supermarkets have got the same prices. And so, yeah. And yeah, they be getting more expensive no matter where you go, inland or, like touristy areas. Living anywhere is expensive. I can't read your title because I've just been blinded by the sun. Oh dear, can't read anybody's messages, just been blinded by the sun. I can read messages just about. No, I can't. Okay, stop looking at the sunshine, and yeah, maybe I'll be able to see you in a minute. So the cafes, bars, and restaurants around here don't seem to open until 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock in the fucking morning. Like seriously, like that is like the afternoon when you're a working man, or you're like out on the streets. That's like the afternoon. That's half the day. That's a working man's second breakfast time. That is. Oh, the planes are starting to do their cloud making. We got one coming from the east and one coming from the west. And if they continued in the line that I've got set for them, they'd have a head-on collision. Good job I'm not in control of them, eh? Good job they got their own pilots. So that's clouds over there on the horizon, that black line that comes off the sea. Yeah, that's cloud. So I guess Africa, or in between here and Africa, there's a bit of a storm passing through. This is very nice. Catching sunrise. Looks like there's a couple of boats coming in. I've never explored this part of the harbour. Although I lived here on this beach for a few months, 10 years ago. And we had the surfboard to paddle out on. I never explored there. I always thought it was privatised. And I was saying to Grizzles yesterday when we were walking here, do you know, like, we could just walk around here because it don't look like it's cut off. It looks like it's, do you know, like open public access. So maybe that would be one of our events today. Just to stretch the legs. So yeah, at the beach. And there's a village just up the road, or a town just up the road with suitable shopping and everything that we need. Water on tap, water in the supermarket. We got the sea to ourselves, the beach to ourselves, until the fishermen turn up. Or similar-minded people as myself. And we have sunrise exactly where I said it'd be coming up from, behind them buildings. Oh yeah. Now we can get the solar panel out. Oh yeah. Right. Right there. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but look, yeah, it's got a zipper, and we keep the cable plugged. Yeah, it's got two ports, but it doesn't charge up two things. Well, it wouldn't charge two phones up very quickly. Yeah, it doesn't charge this phone up very quickly, but it charges up quicker on its own. If I tried plugging the little power bank that I've got. Yeah. If I tried charging that up at the same time, they wouldn't charge very quickly. No. But it's okay. 15 watts is okay just for the mobile phone. Very lightweight. 3 panels. And what better to use the shoes for other than prop up the solar panel? Huh? Happy days. But I've decided to completely ignore clocks, back bollocks, and keep into summertime all year. This way, I get to keep more daylight. Just means I'll be 1 hour early if I have appointments. Yeah, man. Christine, nice to see you. Now I can read your titles. Happy days. Imagine a big fluffy thing like that needing a sleeping bag. Who'd ever saw it? I'm buzzing because I've never been able to get a blanket over him. Food prices freaking ridiculous. Yeah, in the last couple of years, in the last 5 years, we've seen food more than double. Certain foods, yeah. Like eggs, for example, I used to get 30 eggs for less than €3, 2.50, I think. And now, like, I see 6 eggs for fucking €3. Whoa, what's going on? And potato chips, like, yeah, I used to get a bag of chips from the chip shop, and fried potatoes, like, yeah, not the skinny ass things, no, potato chips, fried potato, not French fries, and yeah, 80 pence, £1. Now you're talking like nearly £8 for a fucking decent bag of chips. Fucking a bonkers. He is for sure blessed. For sure. Motor City Maniac, top of the morning, sir. Yo ho ho. Oh, is a dry dock? It lifts boats out, does it? Okay, okay, cool. I tell you what, now that sun's hitting, the little bit of cold that I had on my face, that's disappeared. That sun straight away giving heat. Yep. That's nice, that is. Wow. I looked on Google Maps, Chef. If it's still there, yeah. I looked on Google Maps and pinpointed on that, and it just gave me a reference, a GPS, look like whatever you might call it. Yeah. And it kept telling me that where I slept yesterday, where I slept, where I woke up yesterday. Yeah, where I woke up yesterday and did a sunbathing and did a solar charging. Um, it told me it was a cement factory. Well, it ain't a fucking cement factory now. Yeah, it's a load of sailing colleges or something. Navigational schools. So yesterday we sat and charged this phone up from about 10 o'clock. And at about 3 o'clock it was fully charged. I was using the solar to charge up whilst using my phone. I was in a couple of chats. I never joined anybody's live streams, panels. That's a train just passing. So today, doing a live stream. Let's see if my battery. Let's see if my phone charges, or if it consumes more power. We'll give it an hour, right? Let's see how much power we got. Right, starting off with, reckon it, 30%, and it's 20 to 8. Okay, 30. So it's 20 to 9. Yeah, we'll try and check, try and remember out. Yeah, try and remember. Right, I got a pencil. So if I do it 7:42 there, right, it was at 30%. Right then. I'll remember that because it's written in front of me. Oh, mate, do you know what? Yeah, I reckon it can reach like 30C in direct sunshine without the northerly breeze, without the wind. Yeah, a surfaced area easily be reaching 40-50C. Like I showed people a couple of years ago up on the mountain. I was showing people the surface of my bus, around the surface of my bus where I've got this particular thermometer. I'm getting fucking 40 Celsius in February and January. And I actually betted a fella, and he got all trolly and bitchy about it. Yeah. But I know what I see, because I live with it. I feel it. I smell it. And it's quite, yeah, it's free education. Those cranes are for taking cargo off, like the big shipping containers. and it looks like the cruise ship is parked on the other side of the harbor. We can't walk down there because it's blocked off. They got big fencing and gates, so we can't walk down that far. And walking at the back of the nightclub as far as we could along that road, it's very boring. There's nothing really to see apart from old warehouses or the back of the nightclub, which used to be warehouses. Well, that's funny. This is, you got one fella in winter clothing or autumn clothing, and then you got his buddy then in short and t-shirt, and then me in my sleeping bags. So this solar panel, it came with those two clips. That clip I bought with that green one, and another one. I can't remember where the other one is. Oh yeah, I can. It's on Grizzles' collar. Yeah. And I've always got a bootlace in there so I can tie it so it doesn't get dragged off easily or blown off easily. When the Grizz gets too warm under the sleeping bag, I'll put an umbrella up and give him shadow. Places like this, he gets to sleep freely. Yep. He's not connected. He can have a little wander around and chase the rats and cats. And I don't think he goes anywhere. Yesterday, when I was up on the bridge, leaving the beach to go to the supermarket, he did chase the cat, and that was the furthest he's been away from us. Since we're down Orgiva direction. Or no, sorry, when we were in Valencia, when I went to the shop with on the motorbike, he was yeah, that was when the last time we were so long apart. I've been noticing when we're walking and he's off the lead, there's no more than 20, 30 feet between us. You know, he's checking up on me, making sure I'm following him. You know, I stand around and wait for him. And yeah, it's different. You know, like when we're on his mountain or when we're down Orgiva, and when we're up Valencia, he'd just run off and disappear at every opportunity. You know, always come back a few hours later, half a day later. Fun is walking together. You know, like It's giving them loads of different insights. So watching the change in the Grizzlies is quite funny. It's euphorical. You know, it's that bonding that man and dog should have, rather than them being the independent, greedy bugger. We've been meeting some really fantastic, really cool and down to earth peoples, and now we've been here for a couple of months. People are starting to say we're famous and around the city, and yeah, people look forward to seeing us, and they stress and worry about when they don't see us. And people have actually complained to us because they've come to us with sandwiches and dinner packs, and we've not been available for collecting. We've had people talking to us on a spiritual level as well as on a religious level. We've had people latching on to us day after day, and just sitting with us and walking around with us. We've spent all hours in the morning doing the same, being there for people as people are there for us. It's a different world than the business world, or the destructive. We've got a job offer for next month, and when the fella comes back from holidays, and I'm kind of interested about that. Mm. I'm quite satisfied in just relaxing around here for another few weeks, seeing it out. And yeah, see if myself and this employer are compatible to work together. Now that the autumn's here, the winter's here, you know, like it's not such a struggle to move blocks if it's in construction. Sacks of sand and cement, it's not such a struggle to move things like that. To get a decent day's work done, I don't have to be committed to working night times. I don't, yeah. And a fella like this one, he seems organized and on it, genuine. And so helping him help me, happy days. Now, here's a funny one, because we've had our first argument. On our second meeting, we had our first sort of argument, and it was, what wages do you want? And I don't know. What do you pay? What's the going rates around here? I says, you know, maybe just wait until you see my daily production or my weekly production, see which way you want to do it. I prefer daily if it's going to be random work. I say, see how my production is, see how, and then make your mind up. I says, I don't understand money. I don't understand the value of time. And construction, I've never been interested in construction unless it's like temporary stuff. But I'm a confident labourer, you know. That's happy days. So by next month, my feet will be healing, and maybe got something to look forward to. Another work holiday. Being of value to somebody. We feel our value every day, you know, for sure. The sun rises and warms us up. The night cools us down. The sea, with all that goes on in the sea, is entertaining. Sitting and watching, listening to the sea, smelling the sea. Smelling the rain Sunday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning. Smell that rain. And then down it came. It was awesome. Getting into shelter just as the rain started falling. I think somebody just broke his fishing rod. He's been struggling with his telescopic fishing rod for good since he arrived. The fellow on the shorts, in the shorts, came over to help him. Yeah, he snapped the handle, the poor bugger. That's alright. It's still recyclable. Stick a bit of wood in the base if it's a hollow thing. Oh, he broke the tip off as well. It's broken in 2 parts. Oh, that's sad. Well, they're not too expensive. They're only like 50 quid. I think the messages might have frozen again. You'll be right back, garden dog. I seen that in somebody's chat yesterday. Their Nightbot tells us in the chat that well, when somebody writes in BRB, and the Nightbot came up telling everybody in chat that the person would be right back. It was a long message. I can't remember every word of it, but it was funny. I enjoyed seeing it. And he's back. I just checked to see if the messages were still free flowing, because I get that a lot. You know, like it's like people just stop commenting for ages and ages, and then I press this button and it refreshes the memories, the messages, and then there's friggin' whole conversations that I've not been a part of, and it makes it look like I've been ignoring people, but I haven't. It's the freaking technology. It's not what it's made out to be. Uh, Grizzle stroked my face earlier. Yeah, put his paw on my head and retrieving it. Yeah, kind of scratched my nose a little bit. So I've just noticed I've got this great big dark thing on my nose. I don't know if you can see that. I can't see the reflection. But yeah, I've just after washing off the claret that was dried up there. So it's fresh waking up this morning. That's why I'm still wrapped up. Uh, and the Muck Muck Grizzles, he's still wrapped up. Stretching, I'm stretch. Oh yeah. That means he's awake, he's listening. Bro, do you know what? In all fairness, yeah, I've not been following anybody for a long time. Yeah, I tune into people's when I see who's when people are alive, um, and it's yeah, I stick around for if they're doing anything of interest, um, and yeah, I don't see much of what's going on. I see Wendy over MCFs. Yeah, when I tune in, get power up my phone. Normally MCFs live, so I get to see Wendy there quite often. The hours other people are doing, I don't see them. Good morning, Broke Fishing. Good night, Broke Fishing. Is like Brenda. I see Brenda in somebody else's chat as well, and it's all yeah, happy days. I like that, and well, I don't see yeah, I don't see Brenda anywhere else. I don't see Brenda's life being advertised, and yeah, I check the home, I check the subscriptions. I press the all subscriptions and scroll down and see who's live. Because yeah, it's the same time every day, and it's the same conversations that I'm not involved in or interests that I have. You know, I'll give them thumbs up. I say hello sometimes, and scroll down to the next live. But straight up, I've not seen Wendy or Brenda live for a long time. Mm. And it's mostly due to not having the settled life, you know, like having the phone on, you know, having to sit around in the sunshine. It's not been the time of year for the mukmuk, the gamage, yeah. Yeah, not having the shelter, not being able to sit on the beach peacefully, having the sore feet that you know like it's more convenient to be around where things are compacted, where it's easier access. For a long time, we didn't have the solar panel when we first came out on from the place we were working in Valencia. When we didn't have the solar panel, there was nowhere to charge up. What's it? The bars and cafes for 5 hours, or go into the library and leave the dog outside for 5 hours whilst I go into the library and No, I'm not one of those people. Other people I see doing that in the city. You know, go up to the library now and you see a couple of people in there. Their dogs are tied to the fence with their rucksacks. And happy days. I couldn't do that. I'd be all the time in looking out the window, but there ain't no windows where the dogs should be tied to no. I get told off for bringing him inside the first doors of the supermarket. You know, like some supermarkets, yeah, especially the one yesterday, it has like 3 sets of doors that you walk through. Well, he's in the first set, you know, like, yeah, with my rucksack. Oh, no, they don't like that. So I had to move I had to move their bin. I had to move their bin to move their, clear their window so I could see him. And filling the basket up, I put it down and walked out the shop. Checked on him. When I got to the cashier, I left everything up on the conveyor belt, and I went out and checked on him. Yeah, I make it look like I'm a shoplifter. You know, I keep the security guards on their toes. But it's unintentional. That's the funny thing about it. Damage, yeah, unintentional. Ability to upset the security guards. Saturday nights, 11 p.m. Yeah, see, that's it. The point of me going, going sleep or waking up, one or the other, or sound asleep. I haven't seen you on YouTube for a long time. Same as your lives broke fishing. Yeah, I've not seen your lives coming up. You know, and at one point you was regular, like every day, on the hour, on the minute, notifications. You know, like yeah, friggin' advertised. I was fortunate enough to catch MCM, Motor City Maniacs, live last night. I fell asleep to it. Yeah. Fair play to MCM. Yeah, encouraging Noel. Yeah. For me, yeah, I've had Noel on my panel about a year ago, maybe a couple of times. Yeah. I likes tuning into Noel's channel. Like when she's chasing channels, you know, like I don't see the Noel. I see when I'm watching her channel when she's out on her missions. When she goes to the games, you know, like she goes to a lot of games. She goes to concerts and festivals. You know, she got very sociable. To go and check it out, you know, like that's she very entertaining. Go and watching her out and about for sure. She looks like good fun. You know, she lives fun life. Yeah. As you can imagine, the sunshine that we're looking at on the screen, I'm looking at on the phone, and the sun is brighter than my phone. I said, you know, like it's slowing me ability to read the comments. And as you can imagine, like I've already said, there's so much going on around. Yeah, there's another cruise ship coming in. Yeah, you see that black dot there? That's another cruise ship. Yeah, so we got two cruise ships. This boat looks like it's a fishing boat. It's got shitloads of seagulls hanging around it. Unless that's a new flock of vampires. But no, the sun's up, so it wouldn't be the vampires, would it? Right, sleeping bags off. They need to dry out because of condensation, the humidity, or not condensation, humidity. And there he is in his glory. Happy for the sunshine. Solar panels out. I've been carrying wet wipes for. Oh, you doing Rumble a lot? Right. Happy days. Thanks for the explanation. Right. That's why he's why we don't see he's on the YouTube. Okay. He's up. Agua bueno, eh? Good water in it. Oh, trembling solar. Dogs don't know what TVs and solar panels are all about. They don't understand the mobile phones. Knows when you're on camera, don't know. Huh? Get that collar off. Give you that extra bit of freedom. Happy days. Got me all excited. He wants his belly rubbed. He wants his arms rubbed and pulled. Look, fucking demanding it. Hmm? Gotta pull his legs. He likes his legs pulled. I'm not very good at the is that I can't zoom out. It's too close with the camera. It was just making it all fuzzy. He could just about reach the solar panel. I think that pisses him off when I touch his toes. Uh, you have a good one, Gandalf. Thanks for joining. Thanks for enjoying the sunrise with us. And like I said, yeah, we got two big ships just pulled in this morning. We got that one beyond there. That came in first. And since I've been scrubbing Grizzle's belly, this boat is kept coming. Yeah. And that's about where the sun came up from. Yeah. And now the sun's there. Happy days. Grizzly's sunbathing, getting his belly tanned. He woke up in a good mood. Hey, Grizz, in a good mood. There seems to be a fair amount of boats on the horizon now. There's like one there, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got more fishermen down that end of the beach. We got an older looking fella there on his way to the sea. Happy days. He's in. He's in. I seen somebody there diving. He possibly got a harpoon. This fella's struggling with his one fishing rod. His buddy down the road, he's got an umbrella up and a couple of fishing rods. He's looking set in and comfortable for the day. Just the way we like the beach. Happy days. It being a Tuesday, we're not expecting the families as such. So, yeah, might get the occasional tourist coming through. Mate, you mentioned the name Huggy Bear. Wow, that was the name of his youngest brother. Yeah, as in like a different litter. Same mum and dad, but different litter. A couple, yeah, uh, yeah, a couple of litters later. But like, there's a big story attached with him before I adopted the Grizz. Yeah, we're around the same time as I adopted the Grizz. People spent near €1,000 going out searching and looking for that dog. He went missing from the mountain. Yeah. And your brother Huggy Bears, they went mad, didn't they? Going looking for him. Driving all over Spain, thinking he was in this dog home and that dog home and that dog home and this one. And he wasn't in no dog home. He was down the road with a pack of dogs, living in a shed, with a free roam of the mountains. He joined up with a different pack, which is awesome, you know. But I found that out when I went walking. When I went adopted his mountain, I found Huggy Bear and living with that pack just down the road a couple of kilometers at the bottom of our mountain. We used to have to walk past them every day if we walked that road. Yep. Yeah, look, that's looking so in it. They take the plasters off today. Let them get some fresh air. Ouch. Ay, ay, ay. Happy days. So yeah, where they are is like when you're walking, is every movement, and there's them is there. You get me? It's freaking pain in your arse, and it's just friction burns. And yeah, that constant when walking, I need to walk barefooted. Is what I need to do. Not wear shoes to agitate them. There's a little sausage dog walking down there, and I've communicated with the Grizz that I don't want him. No, 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 Grizz. I said, you bugger. Look, come, come. You know when you know. Yeah, and yeah, I knew. Look, Grizz. I said, come here. Hey, my solar panel's there. No, a big boat and a little boat. So I reckon the little boat takes the net out away from the big boat, and they work together. I can't remember what that's called. He likes a good brushing. We got a couple of brushes I use on him. One with little metal hooky teeth for catching the hairs, and then a normal hairbrush for the peoples. And that one collects hair as well. But he likes both of them. And most days, no doubt today, when he goes in the seat and he gets hot, I'll give him brushing, and hopefully get a good carpet out of him. Cause just rubbing him, I get covered in hairs. Yeah, loads of it comes out. And daily I gotta clean his collar. Uh, this just came from his collar. Yeah, one side of his collar. Yeah, and it's not all of it. As you can see, there's still hair attached. But flipping heck, you know, that's a good locket of hair. Hey, Pitbucker. The dream catcher is in the hands of the bank. Yes. Yeah. They're buying it off of me. They've offered me millions of credit, but they're not allowing me to have it in cash. I've got to invest it, and I don't know what to invest in. Maybe sand. Uh, Beaches always want sand, so whoever owns the beach, I'll sell sand to them. How's the sound now? I didn't. I wasn't talking whilst I was making this locket of collar hair, collar fur, collar fur, like a cabbage. You're so cute, Grizzles. Is what Pip Smoker says. Pip said he was so cute. That's Muck Muck Grizzles. Hi, Bogies. He had to get under the blankets last night, Pip Smoker. Yeah. And he didn't move. He didn't move from under my sleeping bag. I got two. I got summer slug, a summer sleeping bag, and like a what do you call, like an old school thick thing that opens up. So the one that opens up covers both of us, and my slug I get into. Yeah. days. But in the 5 years, 5.5 years that he's been with me, I've never known him to be under the blankets for more than 2 seconds. Just enough time to cover him in the blanket, and he's squirming his way out. And he's been seeking affection all morning since. Yep. Having to sit close to me, wanting his belly rubbed. He patted me face and scratched me nose. That's why he's called Grizzles. Yeah, that's his original name. But to be more playful with him, I added the Muck Muck. Yeah, sometimes I call him Golden Balls because he's only got one. The last one standing. He's like, yeah, wow. Okay, so it looks like that people carrier's parked up over there. This will be. I don't know why I'm not seeing loads of buses. Maybe because I'm not looking that way, but maybe I don't get view of the road. But yeah, if there's boat ferry people carriers there, it's cruise ships parked there. They bring them into the city on buses and taxis and yits. His daddy was called Bear. I called him Daddy Bear Dogs. And his mommy Lola. He had a brother Huggy. He had a brother Polo. I cared for Polo, Ted, Lola, Grizzles, and Daddy Bear. And buried them all except for Grizzles so far. And rehomed 26 of his family members. One of them actually gave birth to 8 puppies when she came to me. And that wasn't all in one day. That took a few weeks. Dogs being delivered to me from his mountain. And they's all related in one way or another. But when Grizzles was born, he was born with Ted. Yeah. And yeah. And his mum and dad, well, they had unique connections with myself. And So Polo, he was his mother was one of the dogs who was living in the dog shed when Grizzly's people bought the house and started living there. They were hunters' dogs. Yeah, living up on the mountain, surviving on running around the mountain. We've not seen a wild boar for a few weeks, for a few months now. On our way, I think it was just as we were getting to the coast, at Gandia. I think that was the last time we experienced wild boar contact. We'd stepped off the road, maybe 4 or 5 meters, taking shelter under the trees, and just so we're not a hazard to the people driving on the road. It's not a lit up road, and it was not much wider than an Arctic lorry. I don't think 2 vehicles could have passed on most of it. So anyways, yeah, we just set the rucksack down, and the next thing you know, Grizzly was dragging my rucksack all over the place, because it was wild boar under those trees. So I sat down for 5 minutes and waited for him to chase and finish chasing, get tangled up or something. And luckily he did get tangled up on a rock. That's the happy days. There's no wild boar in that vicinity then for a while. I know that because I sat down and rolled a smoke and had some food and had some fruit from the trees, if I remember correctly. I don't know if we can see such a detail. Oh yeah, we can. Right then. This is how these first kind of appeared and looked. Yeah, just a bit of worn skin, a bit deeper than that. Yeah, from like a day's walking. That's how they. Yeah, and it's look right there. And see how they're in line? Yeah, same part of same part of the shoe. Fucking hell, terrible. It's not very comfortable having my legs crossed because, as you can imagine, yeah, them in that area being caught under my knees as I'm pushed against the ground. It's not comfortable. And yet normally I'm more than comfortable sat cross-legged. I don't know about, like being straight-legged like this, or having straight legs like that. It's sort of like, it don't feel as comfortable. I do it to stretch the legs, but it's not as comfortable as being cross-legged. And I never got the hang of having my feet behind my back. Sat that ways. You know, train coming in. So as daytime's coming in, we do give you another 360 of our surroundings. We got the fisherman set up down there. Over beyond those palm trees is a park, but no dogs allowed. It's got water features and trees and public toilets and drinking water. But there's also drinking water across the waters going that ways. Yeah, they got it coming out of a cooling machine. And where it was there 2 weeks ago when we came. And behind us here is a village. There's what you call it? There's fountains. Good drinking waters. I know this beach. If you're just tuning in, I've already mentioned it. I lived on this beach 10 years ago for about 3 months. Improvised housing. It was a car bonnet bubble wrap. So from a car open place behind there and a couple of sticks. And it was sufficient size for when it rained, keeping myself and my dog Scooby dry. And it was probably about this time of year as well. I think we was here for Christmas. Yeah, we was here for Christmas. We didn't leave here until January the 2nd. Somebody tried stealing me dog to make babies with their dog. I'm gonna turn around now and warm me back up because my back's been fresh most of the night, and until that sun gets there. Oh yeah, I got my sleeping bags on, getting aired out and dried over there. Good morning. So I'm guessing if I was clever, I get one of those cold boxes if I was staying in on this beach for a while, and I'd use these rocks somewhere along these rocks, and I'd put my cold box in there, and yeah, maybe about lunchtime, fill it up with ice to keep everything cold, that extra cold, fresh. I don't think those rocks will be getting as hot as they were in the in the summer. I think where those some of these rocks that have a shadow hit the sunniest point of the day. Like I can already see a couple of over there. They'll have shade until the sun's like right on them. You know, facing the wrong way. Oh well. Giving thumbs up with the fisherman. He looks happy to be receiving the happy gesture. Train passing. The train used to go to the closer to the city. Yeah, walking here, we follow we follow the old bit of the old railway line. And I remember years ago, 10 years ago, walking on that railway line before the park was there. There was a bit. I think there was a bit of a park there, but not the park that's there now. No, I never walked through anything like that. That was old railway. Yeah, and it always felt like yeah, it had been abandoned for some time, not used. You know, this was always used. 10 years ago when I was here, yeah, this is still a train station. Yeah, it was a train station then. It's a train station now, and trains yeah came in and out this way. There's bus stops on the road as you come out of the train station, so you can go into the city, go to the airport, or go anywhere in the country. Happy days. What are we saying on charging the battery? Still on 30%, so it's not charging as such. So I'm going to be clever and close this live and let my phone charge up. And thanks for joining, everyone. Rope fishing, Pip Smoker. Gandalf Smith. And Tom Roland Hess. Nice one. Mosey Maniac was here. Happy days. The chef was here. Nice one. Beautiful day was here. Nice Christine Newton. Happy days. Libertarian minded. Who's for slave? Alright, I'm only just seeing that one now. Okay. Oh yeah, that was your message I read out earlier. Attractions 652. And check these outlets when it's available. Big shout out to everyone that listens to this after we close. Yeah, but I'm gonna save my phone and charge it up. Yeah, it's not charging what's on the solar panel. But it's staying at 30, so it's not using anything in that sense. Just a direct power. So I wish you good day, good nights, and good mornings. Happy days. See you soon.